my dear students. Good morning to all. Hope you all are well. Dear students, in our last science class we discussed about light. Is it? So students, what all are the things we discussed in our last class? We discussed about luminous and non-luminous light. Right? Did you remember that one? Okay, fine. So now I am going to show one thing. Don't look at my hand. Look at back side of my hand. That is, you have to look at the ball. Actually, what is this, children? What is this? Actually, today I am going to teach you about this thing. It is actually shadow. Okay. So, what do you feel? Which type of animal is this one? You have to say the answer in our GCS. Check it. Just look at the ball. I will show one magic. That is, actually, light is coming from my opposite direction. Tube light. Okay. And I am going to block that light using this book. So I am going to put this book here. We know that this is an opaque object. So that when I put opaque object in front of me, you couldn't see me. Light is not passing through this book. So you couldn't see my face, right? Like that, I am going to block this thing. Okay, you can see same shape of shadow behind this book. So from this we can understand light cannot pass through opaque object, is it? And light is blocked by the opaque object. Okay, then an area of darkness or shadow is formed by the opaque object. Because of this opaque object, that shadow is formed. Clear all of you? Students, three conditions is must for getting a shadow. Let's check what are they. What are the conditions? That is, source of light should be needed. What is actually source of light in here? I will show. My source of light, that is tube. Okay, tube light. Okay, right. One source of light is compulsory for getting shadow. Okay. Second condition. What is the second condition? An opaque object like book or whatever it is, that is needed. So opaque object is needed for blocking the light. Okay, opaque object also needed. And what is the third condition, children? Actually, third condition is very easy. That is, a screen or plain surface is needed for getting shadow. Here, plain surface is board. Okay. So, plain surface also needed. Okay. So, these are the main three conditions for getting a shadow. Clear all of you? So, these are the main three conditions for getting a shadow. What are they? Source of light, then opaque object and plain surface. Clear? Students, just look at the picture. You can see different types of shadow art with hand. Okay, you can see crab picture or elephant or rabbit, dog, like that. And all should have to draw like that picture in your notebook. Tomorrow's class I will check it. Then let's watch different types of shadow will be. Let's move outside. So all are ready? Then come with me. Can you see this straight line is coming from the sun? Yes, of course, right. This is morning view. We can see light is coming from the sun. Very nice view, right, children? And dear students, today I am going to teach you about a new topic, that is about shadow. Okay, you already heard about it, shadow, right? So, how actually this shadow is formed? What all are the things need for shadow, children? Here we can see lots of shadow of objects. Look at down. Many shadows you can see, right, children? Actually, how this shadow is formed? It may be in black or like grey color. And what are the properties of shadow? These are all the things we can learn from today's topic. Okay. Actually, a shadow is dark in shape. Listen, children. When the light is coming from any source, in this activity video, I took example like that, sun. Okay, so light is coming from the direct sunlight and falls on the any surface. So we can see shadow. Here I put one opaque object like a chair. Okay, and we can check where is the shadow of this object. When we are checking, you can see shadow of this object is here. Look at here, children. Shadow is in front of the opaque object when the sun is on back side. This is actually morning view. Okay. So shadow we can see in the front of chair. and in between the spaces of chair we can see light is passing through that. Because of that there is spaces we can see, but actually this shadow is similar to the opaque object. This shadow we can clearly understand opaque object is chair, right? And say like that, light that cannot pass through the opaque object, okay, and it blocks the light, that opaque object which is blocking the light. And check the main characteristics of shadow, okay. For getting shadow we need light or source of any light. It may be luminous light or non-luminous light. So we need light, that is must. That is first condition. Second condition, we need one object. Any object. It may be chair or it may be tree, whatever it is. You can see shadows of tree in this plane, right? And third object, a screen should need. A screen may be, it may be the plain surface or it may be any screen like that. From this experiment we can clearly understand if there is no light there will be no shadow. Shadow sometimes gives a lot of information about the opaque object. Two shadows you can clearly understand. One is chair and another one is glass. It may be like that. Look at here children. You can see a glass and you can see a chair, right? Look at this picture children. Shape of shadow, that is always similar to the opaque object. So what is here opaque object? It is trees. Shape of shadow is always similar to that of the object, but the size of shadows it may be varies. Length of the shadow depends on the position of the light source. For example, shadows are shorter when the sun is directly overhead or noon. This shadow, it is not a shorter. We can see it is longer because now morning. Okay. And morning and evening, we can see shadow is longer compared to noon. Now you just look at the sky. Sun is direct opposite that chair. So let's check is the position of shadow now. All are ready? Okay. Here is the shadow. Yes. Look at here children. Before in the morning you saw that very long shadow because sun is very far away from the chair. But now sun is direct to the this opaque object. So right shadow also very small. From this activity we can understand in the noon shadow is shorter than morning and evening. Okay. So when the sun is direct to the object, shadow become very short. But when it is morning or evening, shadow will become very large. Right. Through this experiment, we can understand the formation of shadow. Is it children? So hope you all enjoyed today's video. All should have to do this experiment in your home. All are ready to do the activity? Through this activity, I am going to ask some question. I have two items in my hand. One torchlight and any object you can take. Okay. So, what I am going to do? Okay students, so listen. I took that torchlight and I put that light direct to the object. Can you see any shadow? Yes, of course. A small shadow you can see. When light is direct to that object, you can find a small shadow. Is it? When this light is far away from object, what will happen children? When it is direct to the object, shadow is become very small. But when the light is far away from the object, shadow become increasing. So from this experiment, what can you understand? Answer of these questions we can discuss in our DCS time. So all should have to ready with some material for doing the activity in our DCS. Okay. Look at the picture children. You can see tree and sun, right? And you can see many shadows of trees also. You should write what are the conditions here. Like why shadow is formed in a big size for tree 1 and small size for tree 2 Like that all condition of 1, 2, 3, 4 you have to write in your notebook. So say the answer within 1 hour. All are ready? Okay, so do it fast. Yes, students, in today's class we can understand what is shadow, how it is formed, and what are the different characteristics of shadow. Right? So all should have to do this activity in your home. Okay? And say the result. Okay? So which object you are using and when you are finding shadow, and is it big or small, all should have to write in your notebook. Okay children, we can meet in our next class. Thank you.